Good morning, welcome to the vlog. Like, subscribe. It's Wednesday 10th of April in the morning and it's the start of RAF 40. The culmination of 6 months of planning from a silly idea back in September, October last year. I've got all my car loaded up, got all my kit, off down to RAF Halton to meet up with Andy and Katie, the ground support team, in the Starship Greavesy Prize, and Giles, who is on his way from Taunton area, down Devon, or wherever he's from. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit nervous. I don't know why, it's just a load of flights, but should be excited. Maybe it is excitement, I don't know, but I haven't been able to manage my flying day McDonald's yet. But right now, down to Halton to empty the 2 cars all into Andy's van and then clear off up to Hull. See you down there. We're here down at Halton. Got my terrible picture. I don't know what Giles is doing, let's go see. Last minute prep. Giles fueling up. So, are you scared? I'm a little scared. I don't know why. It's just flying.
Through some of the most congested military airspace in the UK.
Well, that's just exciting sounding to me, not scary. I don't know what I'm scared about.
It's because you don't know what to be scared of. So hopefully it works. There's me bigging it up, and hopefully
Giles is talking to Radio Lincolnshire. Here we are at Goxhill, pitch inspection before the big game tomorrow. We get to take off from the very centre of Goxhill Airfield. We're right in the middle of all 3 runways here. And it's going to be great!
flight safety is good, we've got eventualities.
Flight safety.
Flight safety, flight safety, flight safety. But no, it's a good takeoff site, I'm happy. And as you said earlier, it's not wet.
Yeah, it'll do. Now we're going to Alex Hilton's house, who's putting us all up for the night, and he's taking us to Guy Martin's pub for dinner. So that'll be nice.
How are you feeling, Paul?
A little bit nervous. It's a real nil-winder. To the point where Alex has gone over in that much bigger field just there on the crop.
A little bit bumpy. Not a huge amount of room. And not very much wind. But the boys can do it.
Hello.
Hello. So here we are again at Goxhill. Looked after last night by Alex Hilton in his lovely converted church with his lovely wife and kids. Action-packed family. Giles is fretting a bit. It's very much my sort of launch, but even me, a master of nil-wind forwards, is looking at the length of this runway and beginning to wonder. Got 10 litres of fuel on board. Not much else in the way of extra weight that I normally carry. In fact, nothing else in the way of extra weight, just that extra bit of fuel. He said, telling himself it would be okay. Giles, boots, extra fuel, that gives him 15 litres, which should roughly equal my 10 for range and time. How are we, Giles?
Nervous?
Nervous? Yeah, me too. It's not a long runway.
And I'm heavy.
But we can do it. Giles has got his navigation here and his airband radio and a watch off of the 80s. 22 metre ozone Sirocco, 28 metre ozone Speedster.
Are you running?
Yeah.
Cut this bit out.
It's going to be good, mate. It's going to be good. Let's go get it on. some air flowing. Come on, baby. We're up. Okay. So that guy over there is Alex Hilton. He got in touch, put us up last night, all of us in his house. So when you watch this, thank you Alex, you've done us a proper solid there, mate. So this is Goxhill. You can see the runways down there. We were able to take off right in the middle of them in that pasture down there. So this used to be a barrage balloon site. And then Bomber Command took it over, and it was a training base towing targets with Lysanders, but it was determined that it was too close to the air defences for Hull over there. So after that it was transferred to Fighter Command, a 616 squadron from KIRTON-IN-LINDSEY, which is another base we're going to visit later. They flew Spitfires out of here until 1942. And it was briefly a satellite field to KIRMINGTON, which is Humberside Airport, which is, again, we're going to hit later, before it was handed over to the Americans. They used it as a fighter squadron as well. Eisenhower was here at the transfer ceremony, and it was a training base for fighters. And I can tell you it was Lightnings, Aerocobras, Thunderbolts and Mustangs. Right, now we're just waiting for Giles to get up. There he is. There he goes. Good work, sir. Trims out. We have to stay below 1,000 feet because we're going to be flying under the ILS outbound for KIRMINGTON Airport. You got me, Giles?
Okay.
Can't hear you. So Humberside Airport is over that way, and it's it's a fairly comprehensive local airport. They've got their outbound planes coming over this way, so we have to stay below 1,000 feet as we cross that, get to our next airfield, and then turn round and cross it again. Here we are, RAF North Killinghome. Storage, but you can clearly see where the old runways were. I'm going to go right over the triangle in the centre and then turn. This opened at the end of 1943, and for 2 years 550 squadron flew Lancasters out of it. Closed at the end of 1945, and the squadron was transferred to humanitarian food drops for the relief of occupied Holland as part of Operation Manna and Op Chowhound, where 11,000 tonnes of food were dropped into still occupied Holland during a famine they had over there. Here we are. I'm getting chucked around up here. North Killinghome, done. Right, let's get in another waypoint. So back there on the field, Giles had some phone calls to make to all the bases. Waddington, which sort of runs the airspace up here. Waddington large, low altitude radar service, something like that. They'll be controlling. We're going into Scampton. The red arrows are there and they're practicing today, so we're trying to time it as much as we can. See if I can get hold of Giles. Giles?
Yeah, I'm there with you.
Yeah, garbled, come closer, can't hear you. I can't hear you. Barely. Signal 1. You've got to come closer than that, Giles. I'm sure by halfway through the day we'll have chilled out. I'll be a bit more relaxed about flying so much.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Come closer. So we need to start getting height now. We need to start getting height because when we go back over Humberside Airport, we need to be at 2,000 feet plus.
Can you hear me, Paul?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you, yeah, we just got back together again now.
Okay.
Nicely en route now, coming up from KILLINGHOLME on your left hand side.
Roger that.
So far so good, speeds are all looking really good.
Cool.
Golf Foxtrot 22, Humberside radar.
Stand by, Paul. Humberside approach from Golf Foxtrot 22, say again.
I'll just give you advice, HIBALDSTOW parachute drop zone is active this morning, they're not airborne as yet though.
Say again for Golf Foxtrot 22, missed that last part of the transmission.
HIBALDSTOW is active this morning, the parachute drop zone, but they're not airborne as yet.
A4, HIBALDSTOW is active, D-zone not active yet. Golf Foxtrot 22. Oh, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Well, you're going to have to skirt around HIBALDSTOW.
What? Say again?
We're going to have to skirt around HIBALDSTOW. The D-zone is active. We can't fly through it.
Okay. Okay, so down here we've got ELSHAM WOLDS. During World War I, 33 Squadron flew fighters including FE2s, Avro 504s and Bristol F2s, countering Zeppelin night raids, which is something I've never even thought about. Before World War II, this airfield was built just to the west of the original, staffed by Bomber Command's 103 Squadron. 103 had more operational sorties than any other in the group and consequently suffered the highest losses. 198 Wellingtons, Halifaxes and Lancasters all lost. One particular Lancaster, nose name Mike Squared, completed 140 sorties out of here, close to 1,000 operational hours.
So the approach of Golf Foxtrot 22, currently overhead ELSHAM, 2,200 feet en route to overhead Humberside Airport.
I'm cold. Cold, Dad.
You're cold?
I'm freezing. Well, I'm freezing cold up here. Okay, so you can see Humberside Airport ahead. Let's see the big long runway across there. I'm at 2,200 feet, going right over the centre of their runway. And then we'll be making a turn back into the tailwind. It's all pretty fraught and exciting and busy at the moment. These bases are close together. I want to get my sunglasses out, I'm getting blinded. I'm freezing cold. Looking forward to the summer. Just keep the old Bailey ticking. Yeah, getting 20, 21, 22 miles an hour in this direction. I've got the app saying I've got a 12 mile an hour wind coming from off the sea over there. And behind me, you can't see it, is the Humber Bridge, which looks presently like the Golden Gate Bridge in the morning. 3 Paramotors at 2,400 feet, about to fly over Humberside International Airport. Get some. Oh, as soon as we're out of there, ATZ, I'm dropping down where it's warmer. My fingers are going to fall off. I see a big plane coming in. Oh, I'll have to do a zoom in on the GoPro. 2,500 feet, still climbing. Need to chill out on the climbing action. There we go. Yeah, pretty much into wind here. 17 miles an hour. It's going to be nice when we turn. Alex is flying with us as far as Sturgate, I believe, where his dad is going to pick him up. Yeah, that jet's just turned round at the end. Coming down to the terminal, we've got a helicopter spinning up down there as well. So it's pretty rocky and crappy up here. Not much further to go. Yeah, helicopter spinning up down there. I don't know what he's planning. You've got a Ryanair, I think it's a Ryanair flight there on the runway, just about to taxi off. And we are full on into wind at this point, looking at their socks down there. RAF KIRMINGTON, now Humberside Airport, a small regional airport. It hosted 4 Bomber Command squadrons in its life, most notably 166 flying Wellingtons and then Lancasters on long range day and night raids out of here. Okay, let's kick you in the guts. Thank you, RAF KIRMINGTON. Now we're almost probably downwind, 40 miles an hour. Let's rock and roll and drop a bit lower.
Paul and Giles got airborne just over half an hour ago now, probably 40 minutes ago. We've checked the tracker a moment ago and they're doing really well. Everyone got away first launch, which was brilliant. We're heading straight to RAF Scampton now. That's going to be our first stop to meet the guys and refuel them and feed them. As I say, both machines are Parajets. Parajet are one of our supporters for this event, so just wanted to give them a shout out as well. Their website is parajet.com. They've supplied us with a load of spares, which hopefully you'll be getting back, and we won't need any of them. Okay, but we're well and truly loaded here with a load of spares to sort of cover most eventualities. So go check out parajet.com, and we're heading to RAF Scampton now, so we're going to meet them there for the next trip, and we'll give you an update video a bit later on. Catch you soon.
Foxtrot 22, Humberside radar, flash message. Golf, Foxtrot 22 has reached your overhead and we're now routing to HIBALDSTOW, keeping clear of the active DZ. Golf, Foxtrot 22, roger. Just confirm you're at 2,500 feet. 2,400 and 1024. Golf, Foxtrot 22. Golf, Foxtrot 22, roger. Oh, are you still there?
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to catch up with you, but I keep disappearing and not focusing on your wingtip, so I can't.
Yeah, no worries. I thought so. It's a drop zone. I don't know how close we can get, so you need to be ahead of me.
Yes. Well, I'm coming up on your left hand side, and it's a bit further, you know?
Yeah, 37 meters, getting a bit bumpy.
Yeah. Behind Delta India Sierra Charlie Oscar, passing 1,300 feet, cross traffic service, not about 160. Delta India Sierra Charlie Oscar, radar identifying traffic service. And are you aware of 3 paramotors which will be transiting your zone? I'll keep you advised as to where I think the traffic is. Okay, copy. Are you aware of the paramotors? Negative, I didn't see anything on the roadside. Roger. Believed to be just departing the Humberside overhead to the east of Humberside, correct, to the southeast of southwest of Humberside, sorry, by about 2 and 1 miles. There are 3 of them. That's reported at 2,400 feet. Okay, copy, thank you. Yeah, I think I can see them. Okay.
Getting a bit thermic. Right, so we can't fly directly over what used to be RAF HIBALDSTOW because of the parachuting, but I can see their airspace on my map.
Golf Foxtrot 22, HIBALDSTOW aircraft is now airborne just to the north of HIBALDSTOW by 3 miles, indicating 3,700 feet. Is that from Humberside approach for Golf Foxtrot 22, HIBALDSTOW is active and the aircraft at 3,500 feet, A-firm? That's correct, yes, and climbing.
Right, I hope I'm vlogging again. GoPro just crashed. I had to take it out of its cage, pop the battery. In flight. Okay, RAF HIBALDSTOW is just over there. We've had to stay clear because it's a parachute drop zone. So somewhere up here is a parachute drop plane. I'm staying clear, but you can see the runway over there. It was a fighter command base and it hosted 255 and 253 squadrons before being closed due to high risks of night attacks by the Luftwaffe. Open again as an operational training unit, which you'll hear more about tomorrow, a lot, until the end of the war. Got a little story about this place. Women's Auxiliary Air Force, Margaret Halton, acting as a Spitfire tailweight. They had to put people on the back of the Spitfires to stop them hopping around on the crappy grass runways. She was acting as a tailweight and the pilot took off with her still hanging on. He noticed the handling was a bit weird of his plane and he was talked down without being told why, and he landed safely with Margaret still in one piece. It's now one of the largest civilian parachute drop zones, which explains why we couldn't go in there, and is a regular host of the British Championships. There we go. And now we're heading for KIRTON-IN-LINDSEY, RAF KIRTON-IN-LINDSEY. A little bit to the right. Right, I've got to try and get my gloves on. I just had to basically strip my GoPro down in the air. Not on. Ahead of me, this two grass airstrips here. This was RAF KIRTON-IN-LINDSEY. During World War I, it's a Royal Flying Corps base with 33 Squadron with their Bristol's Navro 504s as home defence. This new site opened in 1940 with a fighter command base. Many squadrons came through here for short stays before moving to permanent bases. Polish squadrons, Canadian, New Zealand, Australia, flying Spitfires, Hurricanes, Defiants, Beaufighters, Mustangs. 71 Squadron was based here, one of the Eagle Squadrons, which were American volunteers before the US officially entered the war.
Wellington Zone, this is Golf Foxtrot 202 with you on frequency, 2-ship Paramotor, airborne out of Goxhill en route to Scampton. Currently 1500 feet on 1024.
Foxtrot 22 Waddington Zone basic service. Just be advised that the red times have changed. If you still want to land at Scampton, you need to be on the ground by 0940 Zulu.
Hey firm, we're currently overhead KIRTON-LINDSEY en route to HEMSWELL, STURGATE. 0940 Zulu, Golf Foxtrot 22. All in there. Right, we've got to be on the ground by 10:40.
Okay, so we've got an hour.
We've got 50 minutes.
Okay, so it seems the red arrows are going to go up for a bit, so we need to be down in there before they take off. So that'll be nice, might see some action. So we've got a couple more bases over here we can snag. This is a nice place. It's got its own church, if you're into churches. Okay, while I've got a bit of time, I should do a word from our sponsors, of which we've had a few. We've been very fortunate with this little endeavour. So the first one is paramotortraining.com/paramotorclub.org. They sponsor me as a pilot, but they also bumped in some cash, which we have pretty much spent already on fuel and accommodation and food. They've been training pilots for nearly 10 years, I think, down near Swindon in the UK, producing hundreds of paranoobs over that time. They teach the Paramotor Club syllabus, which is what I learned under, and get you in the air safely. Training takes an average of 9 days, but if it takes longer, that's fine. If it takes shorter, that's fine. Their price for training is £1,200 at the moment, which is sort of fairly standard across the UK. The dealers for Parajet and Dudek, Parajet motors, Dudek wings, and you can get your gear there after training, often at a discount. It's a good time to get booked in. If you get booked in now, you should be flying in plenty of time for what's going to be a lovely summer, hopefully. Link on the screen here, paramotortraining.com. Thank you very much to you guys for helping us out. Okay, that industrial estate you see ahead of me is what remains of RAF HEMSWELL. It was another bomber command base for 20 years. Hamptons from 61 Squadron from here were the first to drop bombs on German soil at Honum Seaplane Base. Many squadrons flew out of here, including 300, 301 and 305 Polish bomb squadrons. And it was a training base for heavy conversion. During the last days of the war, many aircraft from here took part in the relief of Holland. There's a few airfields around here that all took part in that. Ops, Chelhound and Manor, dropping all the food. The sites were pre-marked by mosquitoes, and then Lancasters, mainly Lancasters, flew over 3,000 missions, dropping food from 400 feet, which is lower than I am now. It was also used as a substitute for Scampton in all the ground-based filming of the Dambusters film, and then in the 60s it was a nuclear missile base. Right, goodbye RAF HEMSWELL. Let's load in RAF Sturgate. So Scampton is over there. We're on the edge of a giant bit of airspace here. So there's Giles up to the right. I'm going to spin round, get on bearing for RAF Sturgate, which is 4 miles away, so not far, and then we're going to hook a left and go and land at RAF Scampton, which sounds mad. Mad to say when you fly a handkerchief. pretty cold. It was fraught and exciting and busy, and trying to keep the nav on, trying to make sure I'm talking to the GoPro. Freezing cold, fingers going numb, but we're going to be on the ground soon with a hot coffee, and I think that that's a pretty good first leg. Donations coming in, I can see on the emails. Thank you guys. We're raising significantly more than I ever hoped. Okay, I think I see a runway ahead. Yeah, I do. I'm starting to need the toilet now as well. Yeah, you can sort of see the outline of, there's a bit of runway left. So this is STURGATE. It was only briefly an airfield.
Golf, Roger, Squawk 3601, basic service.
Squawk 3601. Golf.
I'm above you now. I'm going to maintain course towards Scampton.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay. Scampton Tower says Golf Foxtrot 22, Paramotor inbound to you from the northwest.
Golf Foxtrot 22, Scampton Tower, Roger, runway 04 in use, QFE is 1020, surface wind 080 and 08 knots.
0800 knots and 1024. Golf Foxtrot 22.
The QFE is 1020, the barn zip is 1024. If you report when you're going to be descending for landing.
1020, report when ready for landing. Golf Foxtrot 22. Paul, are you there?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm behind you.
Okay, are we maintaining together?
Sorry?
Are we maintaining together?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Cool, okay. We're really struggling with this wind today.
Yeah.
Are you fully trimmed out?
Yeah.
Right.
I need a wee.
I'm so nervous I haven't thought about it. So we're now inside restricted airspace.
Yeah.
And we're going into Class B airspace as well.
Why are you climbing so much?
Because I'm nervous. I keep doing that. Come on, let's get in.
Trying.
No, just approaching the edge of their ATZ now.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Mate, are we meant to be smiling while we're doing this? What? Are we meant to be smiling while we're doing this?
I am. I'm getting chucked around.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just getting chucked around. I don't think my GoPro's working and I need a wee and I'm cold.
Oh, okay.
I need a coffee. I think I see the control tower.
Yeah. Can you see the line of red arrows on the pan?
Yeah. Are they waiting for us?
But they're not launching until 10:40 local.
We've got 20 minutes to make it over there.
Yeah, well, we've got to be on the ground in 20 minutes.
Oh, it's bumpy.
You need a Sirocco, it's fine.
I'm getting chucked around.
You did a sweet launch out of that field.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Any lower, you cage a bit on the floor though. Tell me again why you suggested all this.
It's your idea. So we're going to get to see the red arrows take off.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Golf Foxtrot 22, Scampton Tower.
Scampton Tower from Golf Foxtrot 22, go.
Golf Foxtrot 22, we are visual with you now. You'll be landing on the grass in front of air traffic control. Surface wind at the moment 08007.
Mate, this is that moment you want to remember.
This is where I wish my f***ing GoPro was working.
Sorry, dude.
I hope yours is.
You know what, I'm not going to touch anything. If it's working, it's working.
Yeah.
But if nothing else, we're landing at RAF Scampton with the red arrows on the pan.
Yeah.
I'm going to trim out. Let's get there. Punch it, Bishop! Visual Golf Foxtrot 22 will be doing a circuit orbit and land.
Fox 2-2, roger, the red arrows are walking at this time, and if you can be down in the next 5 minutes, please.
Hey firm, I want to be down now.
Roger.
Ah, you bitch.
I can't get down.
Mate, just power across the runway, keep going.
10 miles an hour.
Keep going, buddy, keep going.
I'm climbing.
Keep going. Are you coming in?
Yeah, slowly.
Where are you going? I'd go round, go round.
Oh, it's rocky.
Right. Yeah. Right, settle yourself down, come in again. There you go. I'll leave you to it.
Roger that.
Are you off?
Oh, I'm going up.
Go round again then. Go round again. Go round again. Engine?
Oh yeah.
Oh! You're down.
Me.
No, thank you.